Okay. So, did you do the homework? Bad
No.
question at the start of the class. It's fine. You can do it today. I know you had a test today, so that's fine. Okay, do it today.
Okay.
Okay. Now, did we do the relevance? I think yes, we do the relevance.
Yeah.
And we were on the activity that is homework. Okay. Home science as a discipline and a profession. Okay. What is a discipline? Remember I told you yesterday? Okay. A subject. Okay. A discipline is a subject. Not that strict discipline where you have to behave in a particular manner. Okay. Behave too sincerely. Okay. That is one discipline. Okay. But here, in this context, when we use the word okay. Yes. Now, in this context, when we use the word discipline, it means that we are referring to a subject. Okay. A discipline means a field of study. Okay. Now, home science, a discipline, means a field of study and profession. Let's read this. Home science covers a few areas of specialization, such as food and nutrition, communication and extension, resource management, human development, fabric and apparel science. Okay, now areas of specialization means it has some areas in which it particularly talks about some subjects. Okay, it talks specifically about some subjects such as resource management. Okay, management of resources, human development is there. Okay, communication and extension is there. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand the meaning of these terms right now, because we are going to study them deeper. Okay, we are going to study them deeper. Okay, we learn and develop good interpersonal relationships within and outside the family. We also learn to manage our resources like time, energy, and money so that we can get maximum satisfaction. Home science also involves learning the skills intending all this useful to our family or community, especially the underprivileged for better life. Now, in home science, we learn resource management, okay, that is managing our resources, and also how to manage our resources, like the skills, the necessary skills that we need, okay, so that we can live a better life, okay, so that we can live in a better way, so that even when we are in the society, we can be useful to the society, okay, to the people. So then we value our traditional knowledge, experiences offered to us by our parents and grandparents, and we should continue to value that. The new advance in science and technology and management, it equips us better and deal with the changing social and economic environment and meet the challenges of 21st century. Okay, the spelling is wrong. Now, see, we know that the world is growing. Okay, the world is growing, it's evolving, and since a lot of traditional values that are passed on are true, since a lot of them are true, but it is not necessary that they are 100% true all the time and that they will remain true through generations. No. Okay, like yesterday, we talked about how there was this traditional view that women should not work, but they should stay at home, right? That was a traditional view that was applicable years back. Okay, because men were considered stronger, men were considered more capable, women were seen weak. But today, that has changed. So, when as time goes on, those traditional views change, and like all the social and economic environment that we have to deal with, it teaches us how to do that. Home science. Okay. Then home science syllabus draws its strength from both science and arts discipline. We talked about this yesterday. It has some aspects of science subject and some aspects of arts subject. This enables the student to develop the ability and understand the concept as well as apply them in various contents, various situations. Okay. So it helps us to understand them and its application too. Like how do we apply them in various situations? Okay, this gives home science students an edge above all other disciplines. This prepares them for a vast range of opportunities, unlike other disciplines. It is like this subject talks about theoretical framework, also talks about how to apply them, the practical part, application as well. Okay, how to apply what we learned in our real life, in our day-to-day life. Okay, now when we talk about home science, there are five major components or areas of specialization in home science. Five major areas are there. The first one is food and nutrition. The second one is called resource management. Third one is known as fabric and apparel science. Then human development and communication and extension. Now, what is covered under these areas? Today, home science is so advanced that each specialization is a domain in its own, with its areas of specialization and scale or professional opportunities. Like food and nutrition in itself today is a domain. Okay. Like if you have heard of it, there are courses, separate study just on food and nutrition, just on food and nutrition. So it's in like it's a field of itself. Okay. Similarly, resource management. Resource management is a subject. Okay, in higher courses such as MBA and all, they have a subject known as resource management. Okay, they actually have a whole lot of syllabus on how to manage the resources, resource management. These are all separate fields, and all of them collectively come under home science. Okay, so I prepared little bit of notes on this table. Okay, it's not that you have to learn all of them, no, but you can read them once or twice, just to understand the meaning. That what all is there. Okay, what is human development, communication extension, and a little bit about the areas that are inside it. Let me just open them. Let me just open that. Okay, it's just for to give you a deeper knowledge. I know somehow the sharing feature of my Microsoft Word stopped working today. So here are some of the notes. Okay, we are not going into home science meaning. Okay, we did that already. Now about food and nutrition, we can understand from only the term about food and nutrition that it is about the food. Okay, and the nutrition that is in it. Okay, the nutrition that is in it. So, under food and nutrition, there are three specializations known as food science, nutrition, and um, no, there are actually a lot of them: food science, nutrition, clinical nutrition, public health nutrition, food service management, and the career opportunities. Okay, food science is basically when we understand the composition of food, what things the food is made up of, what are its properties, what nutritional value it has, okay, and about its processing. Then nutrition, learning about essential nutritions. What are the essential nutritions? What do they do in the body? Okay. And what is the role of nutrition in health, in disease? Okay. All of that comes under nutrition. Then clinical nutrition is when we focus the application of nutritional principles in preventing and managing the diseases. Okay, in preventing and managing the diseases. That is known as clinical nutrition and dietetics. Okay, then public health nutrition. Public health nutrition means that we address nutritional issues at the community level. Okay, not just one person, but uh, for the community on a whole. Okay, for the community, that is public health nutrition. We develop nutrition programs, raise awareness, develop policies for the whole community. Okay, then food service management is managing the planning, preparation, and service of food in large scale settings such as schools, hospitals, and catering business and all. And then career opportunities are there in nutrition, such as dietitian, nutritionist, food technologist, food analyst, public health nutritionist, food service manager, research scientist, and all. These are all the career opportunities. Then there is resource management. Resource management focuses on the efficient and effective use of various resources available to individuals to achieve their goals and enhance their well being. Here we have family resource management, okay, where the resources that are there in the family that affects the whole family are managed, such as budgeting. Okay, you know, our parents prepare a budget at the start of the month. Have you ever seen a parents prepare a budget at the start of the month? Yes. So they prepare a budget that this month for the light, this much for the light bill, electricity bill, this much for the school fee, this much for this, okay, this much for the ration, monthly ration. They prepare a budget, okay, so that their money can be managed well, and then they put aside an amount of saving also, okay, that this much we save. Then they put aside an amount of investment also. If they are investing, that this much we will invest, and this much is for monthly expenses. Okay, also they put an emergency amount aside, that this month this much is emergency fund. If something suddenly happens, we don't know what emergency can come, so this amount is emergency fund. That is known as budgeting. Okay, then financial planning, that is again planning for the money and strategies for balancing work and family life. Housing and equipment, learning about housing principles, interior design, selection and maintenance of the equipment in household and all of that. Okay, then interior decoration. It focuses on the aesthetic and functional aspect of interior spaces. Interior decoration is just how the word says it. Okay, decorating the interior, making it look aesthetic and all that. Okay, these comes under resource management. Then consumer education, that understanding consumer rights. You know, we as consumers have some rights. If you've ever heard about it, it comes under the area of political science, that we as consumers, we have some rights. Okay, we have the right to be informed about the product before we buy it. Okay, we have a right to know about the product that we are buying. It's one of the consumer rights. Okay, right to information. If we are cheated, then we have the right to go to the court and complain. If we are cheated by the seller, if he provides wrong information, then we can sue him. Okay, so those are some of the consumer rights. Then hospitality management. What is hospitality? Hospitality is services, okay, services provided in a professional way. Okay, that is hospitality. And those services includes hospitality services like hotels, restaurants, focusing on customer satisfaction and all. Okay, then career opportunities are, you can see, interior designer, event planner, facility manager, real estate consultant. consumer affair officers and all. You can do a research about it if any term sounds catchy to you from the career opportunities, you can always do a research. Okay. Then what is fabric and apparel science? Fabric and apparel science is related to the study of clothing, textiles, and fashion. Textiles is the various cloth materials. Okay. And clothing and fashion. It comprises of textile science. You understand the properties of clothes, the manufacturing process, how they are made, and how the fibers are obtained. Okay. That involves learning about natural fibers like cotton, silk, and synthetic fibers like polyester, nylon. Then clothing construction. The clothes have a pattern. Okay, so pattern making of a garment and all that. Sewing techniques in various like techniques they are sewn. So all of that. Textile designing, patterns, prints, surface embellishments. Then garment designing, like conceptualizing and creating original designs for clothing and accessories, considering factors like fashion trends, functionality. Okay, all of like a lot of things are kept in mind while we manufacture a cloth or a garment. What is there in trend right now? Okay, what design would the customers like, and all of that is kept in mind. Then we have care and maintenance of clothes, learning about how to clean them. Okay, some clothes we know we cannot wash them. There are some clothes that we cannot wash. We have to dry clean them. Some are there which we have to just easy wash, no hand wash, normal wash. But you have to just wash, give them an easy wash. Some they have to get dry cleaned. Some can only be washed in warm water. So that way, it's about how to clean them, how to store them. Some clothes cannot be stored normally; they have to be packed and stored. Okay, so it's all about that. Career opportunities are there in textiles, textile designer, fashion merchandiser, apparel production manager, quality control specialist in textile industries, fashion journalist, costume designer, all of that. Okay, then comes human development. Now, human development focuses on the study of human growth and development across his entire lifespan. Now, our learning is a lifelong process. Okay. Like when we are born as a baby, okay, then we grow up into a child, then we grow up to become adolescent, a teenager, then we grow up to become mature, then we are in a middle age, then we slowly grow old and older and older and older. Okay, so it is a whole process, and the development keeps going on. The development keeps happening through our entire life. So, this human development covers that aspect, the development. Child welfare starts from understanding the physical, cognitive means mental. Here, cognitive word is written, means the mental development, social development, and emotional development of children. Okay, as well as issues related to their well-being, rights, and protection. Then adolescence, marriage, and family guidance. Studying about adolescence means the age from 11 to 12 to 18 years. That age, and then marriage and family guidance. Developmental changes and challenges during adolescence, dynamics of marital relationships, and providing guidance and counseling to families. Then care of the elderly. It focuses on physical, social, and psychological aspect of aging, means growing old, and addressing the needs and challenges that are faced by older people. Then care of special children. Now, some children have some disabilities. It can be any disorder. Okay, it can be physical. It can be mental. OCD, PTSD. It can be anything. Okay, so it also teaches about how to care for them. Okay, how to provide them appropriate care and support. Then career opportunities are there like child development specialist, counselor, teacher, social worker, early childhood educator, geriatric care manager, Look this word up, okay? Geriatric care manager, then special educator, education teacher, researcher in developmental psychology. One of my friends did special education teacher working with the special children with special needs. So that is also a career option now. See, it is a good career option. Now schools and all the organizations are slowly moving forward to recognize the need of having a counselor or having a counselor or such a teacher in their organization. Like it's a scope because people are struggling with their mental health a lot. Even the counselor, even the career opportunities for counselors are increasing. Okay, like because they every organization is looking forward to have a counselor with them. Okay, it's a growing field. Then communication and extension. The specialization focuses on communication strategies and extension methods to disseminate information, means to pass on information, educate individuals and communities, and promote positive social change. What does it include? Media for communication. There are a lot of media through which we can communicate. It can be print media, okay, like newspapers, magazines, journals. It can be electronic media like televisions and all. Then it can be digital media like mobile phones and websites and Instagram and all of that, in shorts and all the news apps that we get, digital media, and their effective use for communication and education. Then we have program planning and evaluation, developing, implementing, and assessing the impact of educational and outreach programs aimed at community development. Government brings a lot of educational programs, outreach programs. So also not only bringing them, but also we have to analyze and evaluate that how much did it work, how much was it beneficial, so that the next step can be planned. That also comes under this area. Then training and capacity building means designing and delivering training programs to enhance the skill and knowledge of individuals and groups. Management of community service organizations to understand the principles of managing non-profit organizations and community-based initiatives. What are non-profit organizations?
Organizations that don't gain any profit.
That don't gain any profit. For example,
Mm.
an NGO.
Oh,
Yeah, an NGO can be an example. Okay. An NGO for girls, an NGO for orphans. Okay, that those could be examples that organizations who which do not gain profits. Okay, so management of those organizations, those provide services to the community. Their main motive is not profit. Their main motive is welfare of those children, those people, and the community, the society. That is their main goal. Okay. Then career opportunities are extension officer, community development worker, media planner, public relations officer, journalist, trainer, program manager in NGO, social media manager for development organizations. These 5 areas of specialization within home science provide a broad range of knowledge and skills applicable to various aspects of personal, family, and community life. See, all 3 things are being covered. Okay, as well as offering diverse career opportunities. The interdisciplinary nature of home science equips individuals with a holistic understanding. What is holistic? Complete, okay, full understanding of human well-being and the ability to contribute positively to the society. Okay, now little bit we were able to understand, right? What are the 5 areas? What were the parts of those 5 areas? Okay, about them. So that PDF was just for your knowledge to like familiarize you with what all these terms are. What's the meaning of all that? Okay, I'll forward it to you. You'll have to memorize it. Okay, you just have to Keep in mind these five things, home science. The five areas, this you have to memorize. Okay. The five areas of specialization in home science. Okay, this you have to know. This question might come. Then what are in them that you can write on your own? Okay. What is in food and nutrition? It talks about nutrition, food, its components, its processing, its nutrition, health benefits, resource management, you can write on your own now. Okay, fabric and apparel science, you can write on your own. Okay, you can take help from these points and then write the explanation on your own. I'll still share the explanation with you. Okay, then these options may be only at high level of studies and not at school level. So people, like I said, they are if they go for further, if they study further in science, they have to study these things: food science, nutrition, and all of these as subjects. If you pursue further information in this further education in MBA and all, you will study about resource management and all. If you further do fashion designing and all, then you'll study about fabric and apparel science. Okay, so these are all higher studies, in-depth study you do when you do higher education. Okay, then we have an activity. Okay, I'll just let you know about this too. There are many vocational courses based on home science discipline like creative embroidery, tailoring, early childhood, etc. Okay, you can visit NIOS website, www.nios.org for more information. So courses are available at graduate and postgraduate level, and also they are so IGNU is like a university that is run online. That is run online. Have you heard about it before? Never. Okay. So IGNOU is like a university and it offers a lot of courses. All are basic courses too, like all are graduation level courses, all are post graduation level courses, and a lot of skill courses. Okay, a lot of skills like you can see digital marketing and all of the skills extra. So not right now. This is not for you right now, I think, because you have to first do the like you have to finish the senior secondary level. After that, if you want to do online graduation, PG, any skill course, then you can do from the website. Okay, so that was it. Now, study the home science syllabus given at the end of this book. Find out the areas that interest you. Make a list of 3 vocations that are available in the area of home science. If you want, you can do this activity later. Okay, now let's try out some exercises. Select the correct alternative from those given below. Home science means? Read them and tell me.
All the above.
All the above. Very good. All the above. Which of the following is not a specialization area in home science? Megan?
See?
Nursing? Yes. Good. Nursing. Nursing is an altogether separate area of study that comes under science, biology, and all. Okay, so that is separate. But food science, garment designing, and interior decoration all comes under home science. You know, interior decoration is also studied as a different specialization. Interior designing, you know, it is studied like skill courses are there on it, and then people are actually interior designers who design it. They use the graphics, and then graphic designing, interior designing. Those are all different areas of specializations altogether. Okay, and interesting too. Now, read section 1.1 and list any 4 ways by which home science can help you. Just give me one reason why home science can help you.
In daily lives,
In
uh, in your daily lives, it doesn't have to be
daily.
like detailed, but there's that.
No, it will work. Okay, because it's not taking an exam right now, so it will work. Helps in daily life. Okay, Nathan.
Helps you get things out. I don't know. That's the only thing that came to my mind.
I didn't get that.
Yeah. I said it helps you learn to do stuff
Learn to do stuff. Okay.
at home.
Okay. 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 Now, if you answer to me like that in the exam, both of you, I will cut marks. Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling already. Okay. And it helps in daily life and helps to do stuff. Okay. Like it is correct, but in the while writing the paper, be a little more specific. Okay. It helps us gain knowledge about food nutrition. That is one point. It helps us learn about apparel. That is another point. Then it helps enhances communication. It helps us learn communication skills. That is another point. So that's how you have to be a little more specific. Okay. Now, career opportunities. There are a lot of career opportunities, job opportunities that are there. There is one thing called wage employment. Wage employment means that you have to work under somebody else, okay? Work from under somebody and receive salary, okay? That is known as wage employment. Another one is known as self-employment. That is, like you are the owner of the enterprise, which you run, you manage your rules, okay? And you can do it on your own, or you hire people to work beneath you, okay? So you will be called self-employed. The people who will work beneath you will be called wage employment, okay? Okay, what do you think? Which one is good, like wage employment or self-employment?
If you feel confident that you can start your own business and manage it yourself, then
Hmm.
self-employment will be good. But if you're just doing it to have a good to be financially stable, then wage employment is something good.
Wage employment, yes. Wage employment is the main thing is that it has a fixed income, and like increments are there, it increases, okay, after a particular period of time. Whereas self-employment has its own risks, Like sometimes you will have profit, sometimes you may not.
Yeah.
Okay. So self-employment has that risk, but the thing about self-employment is your own terms and conditions. You don't have to be follow anybody else's commands. Okay, work on anybody else's rules. So that is one thing about self-employment. Wage employment, you have to follow the rules of the organization that you're working for. That thing is there. So both has its both perks and cons, pros and cons. It's up to us. It's a personal choice if we decide to be employed on wage or be self-employed. It's a personal decision. Okay. Now, you have already read that specializing in home science may choose to work in salaried jobs or as self-employed entrepreneurs or as consultants using any of the skills that they may have developed. Okay, so there are some skills, okay, and they are giving you wage employment opportunity and self-employment opportunity. Skill of catering. Okay, you know what is catering? Yes. It is basically related to food services. It's related to preparation of food, serving of food, okay, and all that. That is catering. So wage employment can be you can work at a canteen, restaurant, cook, okay, service staff, and if like self-employment, you can own a canteen, a restaurant, a coffee or tea shop, food service from home, conducting hobby classes. Okay, those are all self-employment and food preservation. Our bakery and confectionery. Um, if wage, you can be in production. Those people who produce the goods, who actually make them, okay, bake them. Then training of service staff is there. Then in charge of a community center can be there. They are all employed on wage basis. Then if you wanna own it, then owner of a production unit, home-based production services, conducting hobby classes, training, NGO functioning as a livelihood promotion initiative. Interior decorations, you can work as interior designer. Interior designers, some work under a main head, okay, a main head or under an organization or that is an interior designing company. So some people work in the interior designing company, they are all wage based. Okay, but one person is there, interior designer or a designer who owns that company. So that is this self-employed interior designer who is owning it, or who is some also are self-employed independently also, who do not work under an interior designing company. Self-employed. Okay, those are also interior designers. Furniture designers, same thing. Staff at showrooms, same thing. They can be self-employed, they can work under an organization. Conducting hobby courses, showcase and window display design and all of that. Okay. Art and craft also. Staff at government emporiums, showrooms, antique shops are all employed. Designer for arts and crafts, staff at production unit, they are all employed. Running your own coffee shop, own shop or enterprise, and home-based craft center, conducting hobby classes, those are self-employed. Then housekeeping, laundry services, staff at hotels, guest houses, employed, running a guest house, contract services, self-employed. Dress designing, oh, this is so big. Dress designing, garment construction, textile designing. Okay, so like teaching, communication extension, resource managers, and consumer education. They are all, some of them are just employed and some of them are self-employed. Okay, just read this at home today. Okay, and index questions 1.2. Give any 4 examples of home-based self-employment opportunities in the area of home science. Home-based self-employment opportunities. See, you should know about some of the careers that some of the employment opportunities that are on wage basis. Just some names, okay, and some names of the self-employed career opportunities too. Okay, like it is asked here, it may be asked here. Okay, then list any one wage employment opportunity in the 5 specialization areas. Food and nutrition, nutrition analyst can be there. Clothing and textiles, textile manufacturer can be there. So like this, okay. So try this out. Try out these 3 exercises for today. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, try these 3 out as homework today. Next class, we will discuss what this is. Okay, and then we'll terminal exercises are also there. In the weekend, you can try out the terminal exercises. We have just finished with the chapter. Okay, we have finished with the lesson. Now tell me, how are the classes going for home science?
Yeah, I like it. I feel like I'm learning more.
Okay,
Very interesting.
interesting. Even I'm finding it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we continue on Monday. Then see you all on Monday.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, timing is gonna be 1.
Yep.
Okay. So please join on Monday. Okay. Okay, then have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank
See you all
you.
Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.